Today we have a quick review here of the Dragon Touch 10.1 inch Android tablet. And if we look at the specs on this guy, you can see that it has a quantum dot technology LCD screen with an eye care sort of backlight on there so that you don't get a lot of blue light out of it. It does have an octa-core chip running Android 10 and a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. And on the back, we have a few more specs to talk about. It's running Android 10, like I said, has 3 gigs of RAM, which is nice for processing speed, an octa-core CPU with 32 gigabytes of ROM, 1920 by 1200 full HD display, front 5 megapixel camera, rear 8 megapixel camera with autofocus. There's that 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and it actually comes with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi built in. The box doesn't include a lot, but you get a USB-C charger and a wall plug. You get a 2-year warranty, which is cool. That's great to have that built in. And you have a magazine with your manual with a couple different languages in there and color pictures and how to operate the tablet. If you're familiar with Android, this is a pretty straightforward device. There's not a whole lot of customizing or options. It's a very good quality tablet, basic Android build, good for kids, good for families, 10-inch screen, so it's a nice size to look at and to read with. You can see that the color on this thing is very, very good, and the viewing angles are also very, very good. And so if you're going to use this like to travel with, or if you're going to use it on the couch between family members, this is something that you get a lot of good viewing angles from and really easy to use and nice, comfortable size to hold. It actually has some cool features to the body too. It has this knurling here on the sides, and so that kind of makes it a little bit easier to hold on to, which actually feels really good with your fingers too, so that's kind of neat. It does auto rotate. So if you're familiar with Android tablets, this is going to be a very similar experience to everything else that you've seen on the market. Because of that octa-core processor, it is really fast. It doesn't really have any lag. You can see if we go onto YouTube and we scroll around, you can see how fast things are to load. I'm just going to click on this video here as an example. We'll wait till the ad's over and then we'll skip it. And you can see what it's like to view videos on here. So if we skip the ad and then go full screen, again, you can kind of see viewing angles, auto rotate. All right, we'll go back here, see how fast that is. We've got 2 stereo speakers on the bottom, so nice feature to have there. It also comes with a slot here for micro SD as well as SIM cards, but this model doesn't have any SIM cards slots built in. So for the US, it is just a micro SD slot on there for storage. And if we go back and minimize the video, we can then run another, I just got to click on the right spot there. There we go. Go back, hit the home button. We can go launch another app like Chrome. Inside Chrome, we'll go load a web page. Let's go to this little car page right here. You can kind of see how fast the internet loads on this. And then we'll scroll and use the this is a high demand website for sure, because it's got it has kind of a 3D model here that you can look at and rotate. And once that loads, we'll be able to kind of see that, right? So it says spin to explore, so we can kind of click on this and then spin it and then see what it's like. There we go, now that it's fully loaded, we'll kind of give this a little turn here. So a little bit of lag there loading. This is running Google Chrome. You can kind of see that. A little bit of delay. If we go to view the interior, we'll click on that link. Now we've got an interior spot. Click on one of these buttons. See if we have anything that pops open there. Get a little, that was the backup camera, it said. There we go. And then we'll go to a different program. Let's just click on Google Maps, see how this loads. Go to Google Maps. Do a little pinch to zoom. Just say skip. Kind of see how this feels. Zoom out. Pan around. There you go. And so all in all, this is a really good tablet. It's, like I said, it's very solid. It feels like a really good way for either your kids or your family to enjoy Android on something that has a great battery life with a good screen. decent stereo sound. The other thing to talk about would be the camera. The back camera is, I would say, decent quality. We'll take a little picture here. So I'll zoom in and just hit go, and you can kind of see those results. It's a decent quality camera. You know, it's definitely nothing to write home about. It does work fast, and it's an easy to use device. And so if we flip around to the other, if we flip around to the other camera, we can come here and look at this. I just have to hit the right buttons. There we go. And we can take a picture this way too, even though there's a timer set. So it's, you know, it's not meant to be a full-featured Android tablet. It's meant to be something that can have easy access to the web and some applications from Google Play, and to kind of use for quick pictures of stuff, you know, and I think the price reflects that too. And so from a consumer standpoint, it's something that's going to get you a good Android experience with a good screen and a good battery life. And so I think if it fits in your budget and kind of does media and entertainment, I think that this would be a good choice for somebody looking to satisfy those needs with an Android tablet, that it comes in at a pretty respectable low price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Dragon Tech 10.1 inch Android tablet, and check out everything else I have on YouTube, and rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.